Right, now it's time to take a look at Nintendo Land.
Set up kind of like a virtual theme park, you can enter Nintendo Land solo or with friends and take part in a series of mini-games all based around classic Nintendo franchises. You start in a hub world you can run around in and access all of the games, or hop on a train and do an attraction tour of a random selection.
It's easier just to go from the much simpler game selection menu though. There are a bunch of solo games to choose from, or you can pick from team attractions for 1 to 5 players, or competitive attractions for 2 to 5. As far as party games go, this is definitely a step up from some of the horrid Wagglefest games we've seen in the previous console, and the Wii U's gamepad really does put a new spin on things. And away we go!
Yeah, the majority of the games see most people using the Wiimote, while one is always on the gamepad, and their role is quite different. In Luigi's Ghost Mansion, for example, the gamepad user plays a ghost that tries to catch the other players on the small screen, while the rest of the players will be trying to escape while catching him out with the flashlight, because to them the ghost is invisible.
Yeah, so generally the gamepad user uses the screen as an advantage while playing a disadvantaged role.
I quite like sneaking up behind people, Hex, and grabbing them as the ghost.
Yeah, and the tables can turn quite quickly, so it works well.
Save me. Oh god! Other multiplayer games are based around favourites like Pikmin, Animal Crossing or Zelda. Most offer either a co-op mode where everyone works together, or a versus mode where the Wiimote players team up against the gamepad user. And it's quite fun swapping all the controllers around and letting everyone have a go at the different roles.
Yeah, the only thing I found a little bit frustrating was those tutorials were quite lengthy and explain every stage of what you're about to do. So you practically feel like you've done it all already by the time you even get started.
Yeah, not to mention that creepy little voiceover TV thing. Felt like it was trying to steal my soul.
Ghost trackers must try to shine light on the ghost. If the ghost's health is reduced to 0, the trackers win.
The only one that I really got into was a Donkey Kong-inspired kart level. You tilt the gamepad to control the speed of your kart, and even have to blow on the mic to lift certain platforms. It was fun and challenging and definitely a hit, and it was certainly better than this weird octopus dancing, which was a miss for sure.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
You also earn coins for each game you complete, which you then use in a pachinko minigame, which wins you some fairly useless prizes, like this button which changes the time of day in your hub world. You can take the cautious approach to this minigame to save on coins, but eventually you'll get over it like we did and just go for the spam approach.
You can also earn extra coins by playing certain games that selects for you after a round.
Yeah, but I found it odd that it always encouraged you to play a single-player game after playing a multiplayer one and vice versa. I mean, if you're playing with friends, why would you suddenly get them to sit out a round while you tackled a single-player challenge?
Yeah, and if you're playing solo, it's like it's saying, hey, maybe you should go find some friends, you loser.
Yeah. There is definitely some really wonderful and at times charming design to the game though, and while there are some frustrating games, I hate any game that makes me use the gamepad like this. But there are some genuinely enjoyable ones there as well, and I can see it being a family hit or maybe on in someone's lounge room when they're having a party.
Yeah, it comes down to if you like mini games and the grating music that goes with them or not. I do like how it uses most of the features of this gamepad quite well. There are some really good ideas with that, so it does show what it can do. And I like how it captures the reaction of the person on the gamepad as you're playing too. I'm giving it 7 out of 10 rubber chickens.
It's 6.5 from me. So is it worth getting a Wii U right now? Well, we haven't played all the launch titles such as Zombie U, which I think probably looks the most interesting, but from what we have played, I'd say probably not. Not when we have 2 other, great consoles with such a back catalogue of games and, games that look as good if not better.
Yeah, when I think back to other launches of consoles, I would get so excited because you'd see that step up in visuals and you'd be like, oh, a new console, there'd be something about it that you want, but here there isn't that. It is early days, but I just don't feel like there's anything very next-gen about this device. Also, the price point is a bit high for what you get, in my opinion.
I do like the touchscreen, and Nintendo have always been synonymous with family games, and that's something that parents can rely on. But both the PS3 and 360 have a lot more options when it comes to family games as well, with Little Big Planet karting and Rayman and Minecraft.
There's just nothing that makes me go, yes, I need to go and get a Wii U. I need a HD 3D Mario or Zelda, just something.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
But no matter what, I think 2013 will be a big year for Nintendo. Now, Goose has sent us some pretty epic postcards so far, but for his final postcard, it may just be one of the biggest.